Starting to record. So hello, all of you wonderful Winnie and Kat independent stylists. Thank you for joining me and the home office today for our Monday morning, April 28th conference call. Let me just get my screen up here. Whoopsies. Okay, alrighty. We're good. So thank you. Thanks, Cumberland. And thank you for joining today. We're back up in action. We had a little bit of slight technical difficulties last week, twice. But I so appreciate all of you that did participate in that LinkedIn training. It's on the Stylist Weekly. Every time after Monday, the Monday calls, I pick the one I like best. I do the two. I do the one in the morning and then in the afternoon. And then I've just embed it right there on the Stylist Weekly so that it's easy for you to access and to view. So if you didn't get a chance to attend the LinkedIn training last week, I think it was very helpful. And a lot of you set up your profiles and started prospecting. So it's there on the Stylist Weekly if you missed that. Alrighty, so let's get started. Let me find, I just need to find my, oh, here we are. Okay, awesome. Finding my control panel. Sorry about that, taking a minute. Here we go. Okay. So first I want to welcome to Winnie and Kat. We've got some new independent stylists. Welcome Wendy, Susan, and Trish. Wendy is from Vermont. She's our first Vermont independent stylist, yay! And we met at Comic-Con, so she's otherwise known as Wonder Wendy. And Susan, welcome. Susan is from Orlando, and we've been talking. Susan's sister went to one of Lori Miller's shows in Charleston, or in South Carolina, and told her about the opportunity after the show. So way to work it, Lori, and that's great. That's how it happens. And Trish had Trish saw Tiff's car magnet here in California in Agoura Hills. She saw Tiff's car magnet at the barn. So, in the Winnie and Kat tote bag. Tiff was carrying her reusable tote. So lots of different ways that planting those seeds. 3 different ways that it worked this weekend or this last week. So congratulations, Lori, Susan, and Elizabeth, on growing your teams, and welcome. I am glad that you found a new home with Winnie and Kat. So I want to talk about first Winnie and Kat Recruiting University, WKRU, and thank you, Meredith, for helping with set up the Facebook group. I really, really appreciate that, and love the graphic and love all of the support and help that you all provide as well. So some of you were asking about the Facebook group. If you are, okay, so let me just tell you what Winnie and Kat Recruiting University is, and then we'll go through that. So I want to really create a recruiting culture in the company, and I want you to be able to build your businesses. That's what's going to ignite your business. It's going to sustain your business, and that's what's really going to gonna do wonders for you and to help you build. So, and thinking about it, what's going to help us and what's going to make us great recruiters, I decided to enroll us in WKRU with Deb Bixler. And most of you know Deb is a direct sales coach. She built a very successful, very large organization in her direct sales company, and she quit her full-time job. And she talked about in this last session too about the 2 income streams that you get from one effort in direct sales, which is your business activity, and then also those tax benefits too. So she talked about that, and anyway, so one of the things that Deb I think is great for is kind of telling you what to do, you know. So it's and we all need that sometimes, and I want to make this business as simple as possible and give you the steps that you need to take to be successful. So the Recruiting University is basically it's online, and it's a combination of online homework, interaction through a Facebook group, and there are going to be calls as well. So the first call will be at the end of May, and I believe there will be consultants from other companies on that as well. So there's other people taking the university at the same time. And there's also, if you've already signed up with the university, you should or you will be getting an email from Deb with the homework, and then there's also information in the Facebook group. So you either received an email congratulating you and welcoming you to WKRU, and in that case you just click on the link and join. You may have received an email asking you why you want to become, congratulating you that you're a candidate for the U, and those people who were just invited are builders, are really growing, and then you got the invitation, inviting you to apply to the U, which also means that you're awesome. And you're all, by the way, awesome that you're on the call, because that shows that you're interested in growing your business and building your business, and that you're here for a reason. So if you may have been asked, and thank you so much for your sharing your goals, your paragraphs. Kimberlyn sent in a beautiful slideshow presentation of what she wants with her business. So, and then you were invited. You should have been invited to join. And if you didn't get either of the above, that's okay too. Email. You can email info@winnieandcat.com, or and Kyle is organizing that. You may have gotten an email from Kyle. It's Kyle Lee at winnieandcat.com. So either way, if you type in the subject header WKRU, and then you can get an invitation to that. And I do want, these are spots that I pay for, and I want, this is open really for anyone right now. This is this is a benefit right now to being in early, and for independent stylists who can make the commitment to take this 6-month course and to follow up, and who want to build your business. And if you don't want it, that's fine. If you just, if you're just selling or whatever, for whatever reason, that's okay too. I'm not going to think any less of you. You're still a very important part of the company. But if you do want it, and you might have just joined and you haven't gotten the email yet, or for whatever reason, or if you find that someone on your team might be interested and they haven't signed up, but they will have to email why they want it. And we have a Facebook group. If you weren't invited to the Facebook group and you're in the university, just email Kyle, and that's KYLEELEE at winnieandcat.com. You can also always email info. We share the info box here, and just type in WKRU Facebook, and we'll make sure that you get on the group. On the Facebook group, Deb Bixler's on it too, and we're going through homework on it, and we can share. And I've also uploaded all of the files that you need from Deb's website that are just really easy to access through that Facebook group. So does anybody have any questions about the university before I go into a couple of points that I want to share from the university with everyone today? So, okay, good. And no questions? All right. I like what Deb said. I'm gonna look at my question approach differently and there's no questions. I'm gonna say, good. That means I'm doing a really good job explaining. So, if you do have questions, type them in the box. Okay. The homework I want to share from the university. If you're in the university, you should have already listened to the first training. If you haven't, please make sure you do that this week. And the homework is, and anyone can do this, to be prepared with 20 reasons why your business is the best thing since sliced bread. And this is both Winnie and Kat and you, okay? And Deb says that a needy independent stylist isn't going to be able to recruit. So you want to come at this from what is the best thing? Why is Winnie and Kat the best company, and why you? So why are you the best person to join? Why would someone want to join your team? And so to come up with 20 reasons, and so the reasons and then the benefits of that reason. And another thing that Deb shared was always be ready to close the deal. Okay, And this was some good practical information. So it's kind of the combination of that 20 reasons, things that you're going to have, things that you're going to be able to share, and then always be ready to close the deal. So have these things handy with you when you're out and about. So lookbooks and order forms. And I put in there the optional square. I know some independent stylists have their own credit card square, and that's totally up to you. When you enter in orders, if you take it that way, it would be the same as cash or check as far as the company goes, because you have to enter a card into the system. But if you feel like that's something that might increase your sales, even though there's a credit card processing fee, we pay the fee on our end, which not every company does, so that's something that we absorb. So that having a square in your phone could help. That could help with your sales, so that's something that's an option. And if you do that, if you take orders with your square, then you just enter them into the system. And let me just quickly, Sheila, I see that you will get an invitation, Sheila. You should have, I'm not sure why, but you were definitely on the list to be invited to the U. So we'll make sure that you get that, definitely. Okay, so hostess packet. The hostess packet should include, and all of these items are on, except for the lookbooks and order forms, are on the forum in resources. So, or Stylist 101. Become a hostess stylist flyer, and that's double-sided, so you might want, even if it's a hostess, and if you're not doing double-sided, if you print each page, you might want to give her both, because hostesses lots of times want to become stylists. So put in a hostess stylist flyer. So this is, you're out and about, and someone might want to, or even like going back to the lookbooks and order forms for customers, I divided this between customers, hostesses, and recruits, is always be ready. Oh, you love my dress? Let me sell it. I sell them. I sell these, and I can take your order actually right now. And so you're ready to do it on the spot. If you don't want to do a square, just have order forms. Just make sure that when you get back and you enter the order that you destroy the credit card information after you enter it in. But be ready. Always be ready to do business. The hostess packet. Okay, wish list. And wish lists are so helpful at parties too, by the way. Make sure you're using your wish list, because that isn't just another way to, it engages your guests, your customers into, really, it helps them interact. We all like to interact, to be part of something. It also helps them kind of to figure out which products they want to buy, and they end up buying more. Or if I tried to say that in a nice way, but really we want them to buy more, right? So I'm just going to say it. But when you're checking out and you have the hostess order the wish list, that's great, because you can have that conversation. Oh, I noticed you wanted the short sleeve maxi dress too. Do you want to order that as well? And if she says, well, no, I've already hit my budget, well, how would you like if I come to your house, and how would you like to earn some free product, just like Jennifer did, who's having this party tonight. So anyway, and the lookbooks, I would put a lookbook in there. Order forms, you could put a hostess and a couple of maybe 3 customer order forms. I know order forms are very are valuable. And if you've got a hostess who's booking, that's a huge value. So you want to have those at your fingertips as well. And then the memory jogger, that's on the stylist resources in the forum too. That's that who do you know who page that helps the hostess to invite her friends. So remember, the hostess is your business partner for the night, and you want to train her. You want to train the hostess to help you and have a successful party. And new stylists. So when you encounter someone who wants to do what you do, wherever you are, be ready. Always be ready to sign someone. And don't be afraid. If someone's interested and they want to join, let her join. Listen to what she wants, and be careful not to talk someone out of the opportunity, and let her join. Something I love that Deb said was, do you have more questions, or are you ready to join? Or, are you ready to join now? Or did you have more questions? So that give that person that option, instead of saying, oh, what questions do you have? Give her the option also to join your team. And those are the things to have ready. And I did put the stylist agreement on the WKRU files. I'm going to put it on the forum as well. and that you can print out the stylist agreement in lieu of, you don't want to tell someone, okay, well, when you go home, go on my website and join, because you're going to lose half of the people that way. So you're able to, if you print out some stylist agreements, just take it. Just have her fill it out. You take her information, all the information's on there, and then you can enter her in when you go home, and then scan that for us so that we have that that agreement that she signed, and then get either Sharpie out or destroy the credit card information. So always be ready to have someone to be able to join. So are there any questions about the university? All right. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Do you have more questions? Are you ready to join? Be ready to close the deal. And the university is going to help with that a lot, to help with how to recruit. And Deb's had some really great success stories from her recruiting university. Okay, newsletter. So the first newsletter went out. You should have gotten your warm call report. Kyle's working on the newsletter. So if you have any questions, please ask him. You can always email info as well. And the warm call report will show you who clicked on what, and how awesome is that? So you're able to see, like, okay, you may have been talking to Cammie for a while, and she's maybe mentioned the opportunity, she hasn't joined, and maybe she clicked on it, or maybe she clicked on on product, and then and make sure that when you so you might want to that's kind of an indication to pick up the phone and call and say, hey, Cammie, this is Diane from Winnie and Cat. How are you? What's going, whatever the conversation might be. Have you seen our new collection? Or when you call, don't say, hey, I noticed you clicked on, because that seems a little bit, it can creep people out a little bit. But even though, we all know that technology is there, we all know that's how it works, it's still a little bit, the soft approach is generally better. And then she might say, oh, I was just thinking about you. I actually just clicked on your site. So if there are any questions about the newsletter or anything, feel free to type them in as we're going. And then I'm going to move on to Pinterest. So you will notice I'm really working on streamlining everything and simplifying. And it's it's simple. Simplifying is not always the easiest thing. So remember that too when you're working on your businesses and you want to create something or start something, or think about what's necessary. Think about what's going to get you the most for your time, and simplify. Do I need this? Okay? Because I believe that if we get really strong at who we are and what we do, that's what it is. And that art of simplification, even and I can even see it in our collection, and the things that are really big sellers, which is awesome, are, we're simplifying the collection. We simplify women's lives. So that's something to keep in mind also when you're running your business. And you'll see on Pinterest. So what I decided to do with the pin boards is simplify, clean it up, and go deeper. So like on the boards you'll see more pins but fewer boards, and sort of a cleaner look. And I added a We Do It board. So there's a Wear It, Share It, Work It. There's a Simplify It. There's a Why Do It, and We Do It. So if you want an invitation, you can either type it in now in the question box to that pin group. You need to follow Winnie and Cat on Pinterest in order to be invited to our group. And you can either type it in here or email info with the subject header Pinterest, and I'll invite you to post on that group board. So this is a way you can get visibility. So feel free to share what you want on the Pinterest board, so you can get more visibility. So when people go to the Winnie and Cat pin board, show what you're doing. Let people see. Oh yeah, look at Sheila Taylor. Look, she's in Arkansas. I can do that. Maybe I'll call her. She looks friendly. So use it, and let's have fun with it. I love Pinterest because it's so positive, and I think it helps give I'm very visual, as I think I realize that most people are visual. I've never actually heard anyone say I'm more audio. I don't know, but everybody always says I'm visual, so I don't know. I think we're all visual, but anyway. So take a look at our pin board, and feel free to post and share. Inventory. So Cheney has been doing an amazing job with inventory, and just things are. I think you probably can tell how much more streamlined things are in the office. A lot of really good accuracy in orders. And Cheney keeps the inventory updated, and it worked out really. So when things are out of stock, as you know, you can't order them while they're out of stock. And part of the reason is because it gets complicated, it gets confusing, but also there's a lot of other things to sell. Sometimes we get kind of in this like rut of like, okay, the marbled maxi skirt, fabulous, awesome, yes. And thank you to all of you who have been ordering mediums, which is awesome. I think they might all be sold, but we're going to get some new ones in. The good news is we got to have a big shipment coming in this week. So, but thank you for working with that, and it's been working really well here. So if something is, if something's out, that's okay. It's either coming back. The soft high-low tees came back. We got a big shipment of those last week. We actually placed an order for more because we know those are going to fly off really fast. So sell what we have. We have a lot of the great spring products, spring and summer. Those are big colors. I saw some nice orders come in for the orchid with the ruching side this weekend, and we have got some beautiful, beautiful colors. So make sure you promote those as well. Mother's Day is coming up, right? And so those would be some nice items for that, nice Mother's Day gifts. So anyway, inventory is updated on the forum, and if you have any questions, just you can post there. That's the best way to post, is on the forum, and we'll see those and get back to you as soon as possible. So just wanted to mention that, and let's see what else. Okay, sponsoring incentive. All right, it's fast and it's dirty. We got a couple of days, so let's do it. If I want to do like just an end of the month sponsoring, you have people on the fence. I want to give gift cards. I've given gift cards before. Everybody loves gift cards, right? So Amazon, right? They have everything. So if you want a different gift card, let me know. If you want a Sephora instead of Amazon, I'm fine with that too. But whatever you want to do. Sponsor now until the end of the month. Okay, so you got a couple of days, and this will go to midnight. You can do midnight Pacific time on Wednesday. So and who do you know who's about to join, and who can they bring with them? Because anyone who brings someone with them can also benefit from this. So if if someone joins, they bring someone under them, they're going to get a $50 gift card. So let's combine all these tools, and let's make it happen. Let's keep growing, and let's see what is. Just move something on my screen here. Alrighty, I want to go back to the joy of six in the city. Whatever. Anyone feel free to type in a good pun in the box. But a solid trunk show schedule is essential to your lead generation. Mary asked, what is our stylist count? I think 161. 161 right now. Woo, woo, woo. No, 162. 162. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. So we want to get to, my next goal is 250. So it's coming. It's coming. I know. Woohoo! So and I found like what we train on is what we get good at too. So like when you want to make the best out of your shows, listen to the training on having fun trunk shows. Fun is the #1 commodity in the 21st century. Love that quote. That's it's create a good experience, and if you don't know what that means, listen to the training. It's on our trainings. It's have fun trunk shows. Do it. and your trunk show sales are going to increase. Some of you, they've doubled. So Justin's listening to that, and it's easy. It's, you know, and it makes your life easier because you put a system in place, and you've got your, say it's if it's 3 hours you spend on the trunk show, because you get there a little early. You know, you prepare for half an hour, you get there half an hour early, and you make it into a system. You do your presentation, you do a game, an icebreaker, whatever, but listen to that training. So solid trunk show schedule is essential to your lead generation. It's essential to your entire business. When you have the shows on the books, that's where you can prospect and invite people, okay? Tell your hostess, I might have women who are interested in the business. Is it okay if I invite them to your show as well? Okay? Someone who's interested in the business, is it okay if I have someone interested in the business? Is it okay if she comes and helps me that evening? Have her help you. Have her see what it takes. When you do your shows, say, watch me tonight. See what I do, and that puts the guests in that mindset. Okay, watching you to see it. That might be something they might be interested in. Pick up on the leads. I shared something that a very successful direct party plan seller shared with me on her recruiting success in the WKRU Facebook group. She watches cues. She listens to what people are saying. Remember those, I can't remember what the term was, but it's like the invitation when somebody's asked a question like how many shows do you do a week or a month or a week or whatever? That's an invitation to share the opportunity. So make sure you listen to that. We're a service industry. Do the show for the hostess, okay? When you are you about to hit your next goal? Are you about to maybe you're going to get that Amazon gift card because you've got someone? Make it about the person you're going to serve, not about you. So instead of saying I'm about to reach, if you buy this dress, I am going to promote to whatever it is, to Stylist 3. Really, I mean, people might want to help you, but really make it about your customer. Make it about the hostess. So do the show for the hostess. Why does the hostess want to have a show, and how can you serve her? So make sure you've got your shows on the books, and that's your canvas for all of your business. And then that also goes back to the 6 weeks of success. And just follow those steps. I'm going to leave you with a quote that I love. And in the meantime, does anybody have any questions before we go? Okay, and if you do have more questions, or if you think of things after the call, feel free to type them into the Stylist forum on the Stylist Weekly. That's the best place to type in questions for the week. Irma Bombeck. Who doesn't love Irma Bombeck? I don't know if any of you younger stylists know who she is, but do you know who she is, Janie? No. Okay. Anyway, it takes a lot of courage to show your dreams to someone else. So share. I found that quote because I googled quotes about sharing. This is a sharing business. Share the opportunity. Take pressure off yourself, and remember that you're sharing with others who are also can benefit from the opportunity. So thank you, everyone, so much for joining me today. Have an absolutely fabulous day, and nice job working your businesses. Nice job being on the call. We had a great attendance, and a lot of registrants for tonight as well. So make sure everybody knows about the calls. Share on Facebook too. Share with everybody you know what you're getting from your experiences. So thank you all too who are sharing ways to wear and really cute pictures. I know Corinne and Desi both shared some really cute pictures that then we use those. Those are awesome. Those are awesome. That helps us all grow and build and lets people see different ways to wear the clothes. So anyway, thank you, everybody. Have a fabulous Monday, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.